Get down, please, quick. Get down the missiles. Everything's ending. It's the end of the world. It's a false warning. Just like in Hawaii. That's a topical reference. That's a tick on my topical reference counter for this video. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I thought I'd just turn on the camera and talk because I feel like this information needs to be out there and also a lot of people need to be corrected. Apparently, YouTube is dead. I know, it surprised me when I saw it on Twitter. I saw small channels trending, YouTube partner program was trending. What have they possibly got and done now? YouTube decided to update their partner program requirements. It went from being that you had to have 10,000 lifetime views to now you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Meaning that if you're a channel that didn't meet these requirements, you were no longer getting paid. Hang on, isn't that normal? I'm pretty sure that's normal. I'm pretty sure if you don't have like 100,000 views, you can't get paid anyway. Because if you're partnered through Google and not through a YouTube network, that means there's no such thing as the no minimum payout role. So basically you need to make $100 before you get paid. So you're already not getting paid, and then they've made it actually pretty much the exact same amount of requirements to get paid again, and you're complaining still. No, this may seem like an attack against smaller channels, but by this law, technically I wouldn't have been able to pull out my AdSense on one of my videos because of the fact that a 100,000 view video in January doesn't make enough money to actually get you paid. I think the most ironic thing is that this YouTube update is actually one of the better ones they've made since the ad crisis began. And the reason why, ironically, is because it means that YouTubers are going to be paid more. Now, while all these small channels are complaining about the fact that they're not going to meet the requirements to be able to get paid, even though they're not being paid anyway, those small YouTubers who decided to take this and look at it as if it was the downfall, did not realize actually it's just what they wanted. YouTube has made the AdSense system and the system that allows you to have advertisers on your videos harder to get into, which means when you do achieve it, by meeting the very small requirements already still, eliminating all those people who don't actually ever need the AdSense system, who don't actually ever collect their paycheck from AdSense, that means you're getting that money. That means when your hard effort pays off, when you get the views you deserve, when you start racking in millions upon millions of views, you'll get paid for that. Whereas before, you would even struggle to get paid for millions of views because of how fucked the system is. I think King of Kazoos put it best, who's a smaller YouTuber who I really do suggest you check out because he makes incredible content that has a lot of effort put into. He even said himself, and he barely even uploads weekly at this point, that he'd rather give up the $5 he isn't even technically making now to ever have that chance if he blew up to then be able to pull out a living wage. $5 for a living wage. That's what YouTube are doing. If you want to work hard enough. Because that's the thing I also wanted to come on to. A bunch of these YouTubers complaining about the fact that it's now apparently too hard to be a YouTuber. I've been doing this since 2010. I used to film my TV playing Call of Duty, and even I met those requirements in 2010. I was 11.
Do you know how squeaky my voice was?
YouTube's always been hard. It's not an easy job. The chances of you doing this job are so slim that I basically have quit 4 times. That's how hard it was to be able to get in a position and to be lucky enough to even be contending for this position or standing in front of you right now. This has not made it harder. It's as hard as it always will be, and it will always get harder every day by default because more and more people will come on. And there's one thing that I always wanted to say to anyone about anything to do with a job like mine, a job like a YouTuber, a job like a footballer, a job like a TV presenter. There is already somebody out there who is working twice as hard as you are. because the jobs are 100 million times harder to get. And this shouldn't even be seen as a deterrent from YouTube. It should be seen as an encouragement for people who want to do it as a career, because it means you are going to be rewarded rightfully the money you deserve, and you won't have to go through something like I went through when I was making not even a quarter of what I made monthly. There are many ways that you could become a YouTuber. There are many ways you could do it. And the fact that people are so outraged at this when it actually helps them is just ridiculous, honestly. Especially because technically these people weren't even being paid in the first place. That's the funniest part. I wanted to just make this rant video to say that if you are a smaller YouTuber who's deterred by this, you shouldn't be. You know, I've been doing this for 6 years. Going on 7 now, actually. It's a journey. It's a long journey, and there's going to be a lot of things that are thrown in your way. And I understand YouTube doing it too doesn't help. Trust me, I'm in the same situation as you. But one thing you're going to struggle with if you're a YouTuber is looking at something negative and not looking at it and thinking, how could I turn that in my favour? Because that's a pretty big part of doing this job. And also, last but not least, the fact that so many smaller creators are complaining about this in the first place isn't just mind-numbing, it's depressing. Because when I started making YouTube videos, all those years ago, when I was 11, and when I first watched a YouTube video in 2006, when the website became a video-making website, there was no AdSense system. There was no AdSense system for years. When I started, I didn't even realise you could make money. I remember the first paycheck I got was 2016. It was $150. And I've been on YouTube for 5.5, going on 6 years at that point. Never seen a penny. Because it wasn't about that. And I understand it helps, because trust me, the money is the reason I could still do this day to day, and I'm so fucking grateful for that. But it wouldn't stop me from doing it altogether if it were gone. I hope that clears a few things up and helps some people. I understand it's a more ranty video. I'm currently working on some bigger side projects that I just really want to dig my teeth into, and I just want to spend my time trying to make better, greater content. And I felt like this message would help some people who also want to do the same. So there you go. I will see you guys in a couple days with a new video. Have a good day, and please don't let this deter you. It should be an encouragement, and keep on making stuff. Peace out, people. Have a good day.